Fun 107, Michael and Maddie. Today is Thursday morning, August 29th, 2024. Liam Payne's birthday today. The former 1D member is 31 today. Leah Michelle from Glee is 38 years old. Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch is 57. And today would have been Michael Jackson's birthday. The king of pop would have been 66 today. Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans 19 years ago today. It was the worst natural disaster in the history of the United States, causing $81 billion in damage at the time, killing more than 1,500 people in Louisiana. And this is what that emergency alert system sounded like on radios in Louisiana that day.
Persons, pets, and livestock exposed to the winds will face certain death if struck. Power outages will last for weeks, as most power poles will be down and transformers destroyed.
16 years ago today, on his birthday, John McCain picked a 45-year-old mother of 5 for his running mate. Alaska Governor Sarah Palin was the first woman picked as a Republican vice presidential candidate.
I can see Russia from my house.
Contrary to popular belief, Palin never actually said that. We were burying our senator 15 years ago today. President Obama gave the eulogy at the funeral of Massachusetts Senator Ted Kennedy. And Netflix, going to be a gorgeous day today. We're going to see nothing but sunshine and highs in the mid-70s. Kind of some crisp, cool, fall-like air. Love it.
Bringing your taste of Hollywood right here to the South Coast. And we are here for it. We're spilling the tea with Maddie's Entertainment Update on the Michael and Maddie Show.
So it is official. A CIA official has come forward about what was going on at Taylor Swift's Vienna concert. And they said tens of thousands of fans were the target of a thwarted terrorist attempt at that Vienna show. CIA Deputy Director David S. Cohen shared the new details of the plot that canceled all 3 of her planned Eras Tour concerts in Austria earlier this month during the annual intelligence summit just outside the Washington, D.C. area. And they were plotting to kill a huge number, tens of thousands of people at this concert.
Chilling.
I am sure many were Americans, he said. The Austrians were able to make those arrests because the agency and our partners in the intelligence community provided them information about what the ISIS-connected group was planning to do. Unbelievable. Concert promoter Barracuda Music announced the cancellation on August 7th, writing that they had no choice but to cancel the 8th, 9th, and 10th performances in order to prioritize the safety of all attendees. Thank God they did. During Wednesday's summit, Cohen did not disclose how the CIA learned of the alleged plot, though the agency has been on alert for other countries regarding terrorist plots. 3 people have been arrested. 19-year-old Austrian, who is considered the main suspect. The other suspects are a 17-year-old Austrian and an 18-year-old Iraqi.
Wow.
The suspects' names have not been released. Authorities have said the plot was inspired by the Islamic State group. In a news conference yesterday, they were talking more about it, and the 19-year-old Austrian suspect admitted to intending to carry out an attack at the concert using explosives and knives. His aim was to kill himself and a large number of people during the concert, either today or tomorrow, is what he said. Around 200,000 people were expected to attend the 3 shows combined, so that would have been quite the experience if his plans went to fruition. Thank God they didn't. Thank God they were able to act fast. How does the CIA find out this information?
They've got operatives,
But it's
on the ground.
It's crazy. Like, I just hope that would have happened in America too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just seemed so on top of this in Vienna. That's all I'm going to say.
No, it's just, it's great work by the CIA.
Seriously. Thank God. Looks like comedian and actor Nikki Glazer has been picked to host the next Golden Globes, adding somewhat of an edgy voice. If you've ever listened to Nikki Glazer's stand-up, you know that she's not exactly safe for work. She's very interesting. She said, some of my favorite jokes of all time have come from past Golden Globes opening monologues. When Tina, Amy, or Ricky have said exactly what we all didn't know we desperately needed to hear. I just hope to continue in that time-honored tradition that might also get me canceled, she said. She has made a name for herself with her sharp wit, especially at roasts. I think she went viral a couple times when she participated in the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah, she had the good Gronk line there.
She was fantastic. I think she was one of the best ones. But yeah, I actually saw her live in Rhode Island a while back, and we were just dying laughing. It is just so raunchy that you get uncomfortable, but at the same time, it is just so funny. So I'm curious to see how she does with this.
It was a televised event, so she's got to be careful.
She really does. Well, to be fair, I guess it's different. The Tom Brady thing was live, but that's on Netflix.
Yeah, they can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
This
one's like, it's almost like, Nikki, what are you doing? You're kind of on a fine line here. I don't know. But I think this will be good. I think she'll crush it. So that'll be happening for the Golden Globes coming up soon. So it looks like Hulk Hogan, quite busy in the area right now. He's been all over Rhode Island. First, he went to Moonshine Alley in Providence, and then he's kind of been working his way. He was actually at Christie's Liquors in Cranston yesterday, which is right at the top of my street. I didn't know until it was too late, though, so I didn't go. And my husband was kind of bummed as the fighting fan.
Yeah.
But apparently he was in Fall River yesterday as well.
Really?
So he stopped by a local liquor store in Fall River. Still trying to figure out which one. So if you were there, let us know. Call us.
Which one do you
I'm
think?
telling you right now, that is Jay's Fine Wines
If you
and Spirits.
can figure out a liquor store,
He can.
that would be ridiculous.
Time
All
out.
liquor stores look exactly
I will
the
tell
same.
you what that is right here, right now. I'm sorry. I didn't look at the ceilings right there.
Yeah.
The new liquor store that's in the old Harbor Mall, the SouthCoast Marketplace. But there's a Cappy's Wine and Spirits. That's Cappy's. 1,000%. I will put $100
And you know what?
down.
The green is Cappy's
That's
color, isn't
Cappy's.
it?
I didn't look at the ceiling. They got tall ceilings.
They all look exactly the same.
No, they got
I
tall
will be-
ceilings.
Gazelle knows
I
his
will
liquor
be-
stores.
Well, don't
I
put it
will
like that. I'm
be
just saying.
so impressed if that's really what it is. They didn't post anything online, so I don't know.
That's one of their biggest liquor stores, though, in Fall River. So, that's their BJ's, their wholesale club. So, that would make sense if he were to bring his stock there. That's just my 2 cents.
So the former city mayor, William Flanagan, was one of the people visiting, and he decided to give him a key to always remember the city of Fall River. I don't know if it's the key to the city, because he is the former mayor, right?
Right.
So can he technically give the key to the city?
He probably, just put a couple of extra keys in his pocket on the way out the door.
I guess so.
You got to find yourself, someone in life, you got to find yourself someone who's going to look at you the way Will Flanagan is looking at Hulk Hogan
It
in
is
this
hilarious.
1,000%.
It is hilarious.
photo. He is in love. More entertainment news on the Fun 107. Michael and Maddie, that is Charlie XCX and 360. Going to be a really nice day today. We're going to see some sunshine later on, highs up in the mid-70s. Today is kind of like a holiday for me. This is honestly one of my very favorite days of the entire year. Any guesses of why?
It's not St. Patty's Day.
Your
It's not.
wife goes back to work?
No. No, that was yesterday, by the way. No, I love my very favorite day of the year happening tonight.
Oh, football's back? Oh, your draft.
Yes.
Your draft.
Oh.
My fantasy football draft happens tonight. And it's
I'll just never understand it. My husband was trying to explain it to me, like he's doing the draft a little differently this year.
is he doing it in person?
No, so you know how it's like typically hours long
Yeah.
with your friends? So I guess they broke it up into a couple days. So it's not a huge block of time. And then they're going to do some type of grandfathered in situation.
Oh, they're going to keep the play, some
something
players.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for next season.
That's next level.
to make it easier. Yeah.
And
Oh, he's very
It's
serious.
not to make it easier. It's to make it
whatever.
It's another layer of just
Well, no,
madness.
he said it will make it less time next year, and like
It will, but that is next level fantasy football when it's called the keeper league.
yes, that's what it is.
So, I draft Maddie Levine.
Yes.
And she gets to stay on my team for, 5 years or whatever.
Yep.
Until I let it go.
Yeah.
But,
he's pretty, and he's the commissioner. He's taking it very seriously.
Mr. Commissioner.
Yes.
To you.
How does it feel to
Okay.
be Mrs. Commissioner?
Means absolutely nothing.
I mean, that's a big title that you have there.
It's a pretty big responsibility.
So
The wife of
ridiculous.
commissioner of
So ridiculous.
Keepers League? Wow. I don't know anything about fantasy football. Not a single thing.
You did so well, though, when we had it here at Fun 107 when it came to the name of your team. That was the best part of your whole team.
Was it Mr. Steal Your Girl?
Yep.
My God.
I was single. It was like 2017 when the last time I played. The once and only time I've ever played. Great.
Yeah.
You tried to get me on the couch, aren't you?
I'm just looking. By the way, has he had his draft yet?
Yeah.
He already had the draft?
Well, he has another one tonight.
So that last one was
he's
night
multiple
one.
leagues?
Yeah. Well, it's like
They split it up.
they did it over a course of a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's in more than one. Let's be real.
So does this mean you're going to be like coming in tired tomorrow?
No, it won't take that long. Probably be like 7:30 to like 9, something like that.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll never understand it. Like, men can't figure out where the ketchup is in the refrigerator, but they can spend 90 minutes putting together a professional football team.
Well, here's what it does, too, is it makes every football game on TV interesting because you usually have somebody on your team playing on the game.
Mm-hmm.
So now this allows you to really enjoy thoroughly every game.
Okay.
So it just makes it,
Or
Makes it
stress you
better.
out. Because if you got a guy not doing well every single time, even though your team is winning, you're still going to be bummed out. So I don't know. That sounds like high hopes for me. That's a no thank you.
well, everybody over at CrossFit Dartmouth knows
Oh, here we go.
about the Mattapoisett Mafia and the legend.
That's what your name is?
the legend that we are. Yes.
That is your name.
the Mattapoisett Mafia.
Get out of here. It's getting cringier by the second.
7, Michael and Maddie. It's Pitbull week here on the show. And if you want to win some tickets, get on that Fun 107 app. Get signed up, and we could be surprising you thanks to Revitalize RX in Dartmouth and Dash Laundromat. And in New Bedford this morning, Ronnie.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing this morning?
Not too bad. About yourself?
We're doing all right.
Hey, so we're trying to decide how to pronounce your last name.
Samido.
Samido. You were right, Maddie.
That's right.
That's crazy. I just actually put in for the tickets, and you guys are right there?
You just entered to win for these tickets, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's your lucky day because you just won a pair.
Oh, perfect.
Pitbull, going to be at the Xfinity Center September 15th, and so is Ronnie Samido.
Perfect.
Who do you think you're going to bring?
I don't know yet. I'm still deciding.
All right.
Where are you from, Ronnie?
New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Are you working already, or what are you doing this morning?
I'm working. I'm a personal care advocate.
Well, I love your energy, and I think you're going to be a very fun guest at this concert, if I have a feeling.
Thank you so much.
Well, enjoy Mr. 305. We want to thank Revitalize RX in Dartmouth and Dash Laundromat for helping us give away all these Pitbull tickets all week long on Michael and Maddie. Ronnie Samido, tell everybody what station is sending you to see Pitbull.
Fun 107.
And it is 6:50. And from the Blue Point Restaurant newsroom, here is Phil Devitt.
Massachusetts health officials have confirmed Eastern equine encephalitis in a mosquito sample collected in New Bedford. The risk level in the city is low, but it's moderate in Dartmouth, Westport, Marion, Mattapoisett, Rochester, and Wareham. West Nile virus also detected locally. Residents are urged to take precautions to protect themselves from mosquito bites, such as using insect repellent, covering up outdoors, and draining standing water. A longtime advocate for historic preservation in Fall River has passed away after a battle with cancer. Jim Sewell was president of the Preservation Society of Fall River and played a key role in saving many historic buildings in the city. He was known for his passion and dedication. Jim Sewell was 59. A man charged with setting fire to Hawthorne Country Club in Dartmouth last year says he's innocent. Sean Medeiros, a mechanic from New Bedford, was arrested in March after an investigation into the arson. He tells the New Bedford Light he was hired to move furniture from the vacant clubhouse and denies any involvement in the fire. The country club has been vacant since 2016 under agreement to be sold to a developer. Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz told a firefighters union convention in Boston that Donald Trump is the anti-worker candidate. Walz told the International Association of Firefighters that he is a union member himself, as he's a member of a teachers union in his home state of Minnesota. Walz told the group that Kamala Harris has worked to preserve pension benefits, and he fought for workplace safety protections as Minnesota governor. This was the second visit to Boston in 2 weeks for Walz. And Labor Day travel in the U.S. is expected to increase by around 9% over last year. And a transportation data company has some tips for folks driving to the Cape and Islands. Expect a busy travel day today with heavy vehicle traffic from around 1 this afternoon until 7 tonight. And again from 2 until 6 Friday afternoon and evening. In sports, the Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 3-0 at Fenway Park. Series against Toronto wraps tonight. And New England Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo said he'll announce the starting quarterback to the team before telling the media. Mayo's scheduled to have a press conference this morning. Traffic and weather next. From the Blue Point Restaurant Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun.
Maddie, so if you live in Mattapoisett, listen up because this is big. This I just found out this information yesterday. So we all had the hailstorm move through on Monday. Whatever, it was exciting to have the hail falling and, you go about your life. I just, the hail moved through and I just went home and went inside, threw my keys on the countertop, and I think I went on TikTok and I didn't really think about it at all. But then I saw a post from Jason Kudo, a friend of mine, and Kudo Construction, and he put up this picture of like the epicenter of the hailstorm. And I looked at it and like, that's my neighborhood right there in the middle of the hailstorm. So what he was saying was that the hail that fell was between an inch and a half big. So it's like you're talking about golf ball sized hail. And he said that is the size hail that causes damage. So it can damage your home. So here to talk more about it is Derek Kudo from Kudo Construction. Good morning, Derek.
Good morning. Good morning.
So these golf ball sized hail fell in my neighborhood, apparently. I didn't even notice. Like I went like a day or two, didn't even think to, like, how stupid am I to not even think to look to see if I saw any damage, but it's really not something that really jumps out at you.
Well, to be honest, it is not common for us, right? We are not in a storm market. 1.5 inch hail in Massachusetts is very rare, right? So you're not alone. Most people don't realize how much they've been affected by the hail, right? Until you really start looking around and you do an inspection, right? Mm-hmm. So, and again, first thing people think about is their car. Is my car dented up, right? So
that's the only thing I thought of.
Exactly. That's what anybody thinks about.
Yeah.
But what you're not looking at is your biggest investment that you have in your life is your home, right? That 1.5 inch hail can cause significant damage, not just to your roofing, your siding, and all other components of your house. Look around, and I can promise you there's damage out there.
That's crazy.
So,
I guess I'm kind of like naive. I just assumed like, oh, my house can take it,
So Derek's brother Jason went out to my house yesterday and took a look around. He said the damage on my roof, you look at it, I guess, in a, like the insurance company will look at it in a 10 by 10 surface, and they need so many hail hits to have it be insurable. Well, he looked at it in a 5 by 5 piece, and I had enough in that, just that 5 by 5 area on my roof. There was damage on my stairs. There was damage to my window sills.
Yikes.
There was damage to my grill, my daughter's car. Like, it went on at my fence. And
your window frame?
Yeah. And so, like, he's sitting there going, there's like tens of thousands of dollars of damage here.
Oh, my God.
Like, it looks like you have to replace windows and other stuff. And I'm going, wow. And I really never would have even thought to look. And they think that is the problem, is that you would not look, and then you wouldn't. Some of the stuff might take years before that roof, really the damage shows. And then what?
Truthfully, nobody after a hailstorm, again, because it's so rare, nobody looks and says, oh, is my roof affected? From the ground, you are not going to see that your roof is affected. Once we went up there and did an inspection, Jason sent me over the photos, and we mark it with chalk so that it's clearly visible. It's like your roof has the measles, right? Literally, there's hail hits everywhere, which knocks those granules off of your roof. Now, your roof is brand new. What most people don't realize, a hail hit will void out your warranty from any manufacturer, right? So we give you an extended warranty on all your roof packages. Hail hits are insurable damage for that reason because they do damage your roof and they are knocking off the granules off your roof, which is what protects your roof from water.
So it's not going to be like the hail hits the roof and then like tonight it rains and I get leaks tonight. That's not how it works.
No, it's definitely not. Unfortunately, your claim has X amount of time before it expires. You're going to see more of that damage. You're going to actually pay for more of that damage 2, 3, 4 years down the road because that degranulation is going to just continue.
Yeah.
Right? So same thing. Those hail hits on your house is freshly painted. That's knocking paint off of that house. That's allowing water to get behind that paint. And now you're just going to be painting your house a lot sooner.
Right. So, and then try to go to the insurance company 5 years from now and say, oh, hey, and they're going to be like, yeah, get out of here.
That's closed. Yeah.
Yeah. So the bottom line is if you live, I think that the only part of this area on the South Coast that saw the hail quite that size was areas of Mattapoisett. Is that right?
Yeah, Mattapoisett, Marion. We are out there helping out a couple of people. We are finding some damages a little bit farther out. But truthfully, when in doubt, question it out. Give us a call. We'll go out. It's a free inspection. We're not charging you anything for it. We'll go around. We'll see were you affected by the hail, and we'll help you navigate through that.
And even Jason said he was going to be the point person between me and the insurance adjuster.
Oh, that's huge.
Because what do I know about this stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
And truthfully, most people don't. And that, they worry about, should I be putting in a claim? If your car is all dented, you don't question whether or not you're putting in a claim.
Right.
You're putting in a claim, right? And it's your car. Maybe your car is 20, 30. Your roof is a significant expense and your siding on your home. We help you navigate that with your insurance. We'll help you navigate the whole process of processing a claim and meeting with the adjuster out there as well.
So real important information. I'm telling you, I never would have known if it weren't for this. So
I'm going to be running home and looking at all my windows now.
you should look, but you should also if you even suspect that you lived in one of these areas that had that damaging sized hail, even if it's just call someone, call Kudo Construction or another local company. But because there are some other companies, and this is what you want to be careful of, some other companies that come in, what they call storm chasers, Derek, right? Tell me about those.
Yeah, storm chasers are very common in the roofing industry. It's not very common around here because we not big storm markets. Storm companies are companies that they follow those hail maps and they will come in troves, and they come in, they work the claims, they work the storm, and then they're gone. But you have what we call a taillight warranty with that. As long as you can see their taillights, your roof is warranted. From there on, it's gone. So just be very wary about that because obviously they're not trusted and true. They're traveling across the country and just putting in roofs so that they can take, they're taking advantage of that insurance claim.
So it's important to go with a local company.
Well, again, go with a company you can trust. Go with a company that has a reputation that's been around and that's going to back up and do what they say they're going to do.
Are they knocking on your door? Are they those people, the solicitors? I can't stand that. I'm sorry. They do that with the solar panels, too. Go away.
Hey, Derek Kudo, thank you for stopping in today. Some important information for people in the Mattapoisett, Marion, Rochester area.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. And anything we can help out with, we'd love to. So.
All right. And there's more about this up on fun107.com and the Fun 107 app this morning. And a 90-second news update now with Phil Devitt.
State health officials have identified eastern equine encephalitis in a mosquito found in New Bedford. While the risk of Triple E is currently low in the city, it's considered moderate in surrounding South Coast towns. In addition, West Nile virus has also been detected in the area. Protect yourself with bug spray and long sleeves and pants when outdoors. A man accused of arson at Hawthorne Country Club in Dartmouth is maintaining his innocence. Sean Medeiros was charged with setting fire to the vacant clubhouse last year. He was working at the country club the day of the fire, helping to move furniture. Medeiros tells the New Bedford Light he has no idea how the fire started and insists he is not responsible. Jim Sewell, a longtime advocate for preserving Fall River's history, has passed away after a battle with cancer. As president of the Preservation Society of Fall River, Sewell played a crucial role in saving historic landmarks such as Central Congregational Church and establishing a historic district. He was 59. A former Massachusetts police detective is accused of murdering a pregnant 23-year-old he began abusing when she was a 15-year-old volunteer in his department. Matthew Farwell is under federal indictment for allegedly strangling Sandra Birchmore and then staging her Canton apartment to make it look like a suicide. This apparently around the time Farwell learned he was the father of the child. A woman accused of posing as a teenager to attend schools in Boston is undergoing a psychological evaluation. 33-year-old Shelby Hewitt is accused of creating fake identities to attend classes at 2 schools. She's facing charges including document forgery, larceny, and violating public employees' standards of conduct. And a rare lobster is being rescued from a Long Island Stop and Shop. A 1 in 30 million orange lobster was spotted inside the seafood tank at the grocery store. Humane Long Island asked management if they would turn over the lobster to them, and they agreed. Named Clementine, animal advocates ended up releasing the lobster into Long Island Sound. In sports, Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 3-0 at Fenway. The series against Toronto wraps tonight. And New England Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo said he'll announce starting quarterback to the team before telling the media that could happen as soon as this morning. Traffic and weather next. From the Blue Point Restaurant Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun 107.
Fun 107. Michael and Maddie going to be a nice day today. Sunshine and highs up in the mid-70s. I want to run this. There's a Facebook post that I found interesting yesterday that I want to run by you guys and see what you think of this. So, actually, Maddie, you've been to this place, I think. Baja's Cat Cafe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been there a couple times, actually. I saw a proposal there at one point.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
She said yes?
She did say
Oh,
yes.
thank God.
So, Baja's Cat Cafe, it's a place in Tiverton. I'm just going to read this. Here's their post that they put up yesterday afternoon. Says, "Dear Tiverton residents, we really need your support, ! Baja's Cat Cafe has been a part of this community for 3 years, and it's disheartening that our cafe section isn't getting the love it deserves from our own town. As of 7 a.m. today, not one single customer has walked through our doors. We offer delicious coffee, tea, pastries, and breakfast sandwiches, everything you need to start your day right. We even serve breakfast sandwiches all day long."
That's pretty good.
And then they just go on to say curbside pickup, blah, blah, blah. They just go on to kind of close it out, say where they are. They're on Main Road, Tiverton. And then they attached a picture of their menu. So, first of all, 371 shares on Facebook. People are like, yo. And I just want to get your initial reaction before we read one comment. What do you think of that post?
My initial reaction, that's aggressive.
That's bold.
To me, I look at it as I've been a lifelong marketer. You know, like this is what we do. Like we are all about messaging and things like that. I don't know if I would take this strategy.
It's aggressive.
It's not even that. It's not even, to me, it's not even aggressive. It is, I think, subconsciously, people want to go to a successful business.
Okay.
Right? Like, because it's, when you choose things like your radio station or your coffee, like, you don't want to be, like, part of, like, the losing team. You know what I mean?
You're drawn to the lines.
I understand where you're coming from.
People like success. They're drawn to success. Mm-hmm. So if you're online saying, there's
nobody here,
one person who, because then you can be like, well, why aren't people going? It must be bad. So
okay,
I'm not going to
see
go.
What you're saying.
That's what I don't like about it.
I think their intent was wholesome.
Oh,
and
100%.
I think, it's like, come on, let's come together as a community and like support local business. And I think it's kind of the goal that they were going for here. However, it's just a little like you can't. It's almost like a parent being like, I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. Like, Maybe we don't make the customers feel bad.
This would be like this. This would be like me putting up on our Facebook page today, Dear South Coast, why is nobody listening to our radio show? We've been on the air today since 5:30 a.m. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get up this early and do a show and tell you about what's going on in the air? I mean, like, would anybody...
I know. But you know what? They had amazing feedback.
This is what
amazing feedback.
That's part 2 of the story.
Yeah.
I can't get over. I went into the comments expecting to get into poison.
Right.
Like, you know, like here we go. Here comes the show. And I got my popcorn ready. I'm like,
hundreds of shares, over 100 comments of people being like, I can't wait to go in. I'm coming in soon.
It worked.
I thought they were going to get shredded. And
it worked.
It worked. So what the heck do I know?
Apparently nothing.
Apparently nothing, which is amazing. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I thought there's no way this is going to work.
I love Bajaz. I think it's such a cool spot as a cat lover and as a coffee lover. And the location is great. Like, it's a really cool spot. I don't know. Maybe we learned something about advertising today.
This might be next level.
This might be over our heads.
This is good stuff.
It got you talking about it, didn't it,
That's
Michael?
true.
Oh, my
You're
God.
all revved up.
This is next level.
So, Tiverton, get in there.
Get in there.
Go support Bajaj. Fun 107. Michael and Maddie going to see a nice day today. Lots of sunshine and highs up in the 70s. I have something going on. Never have ever had this problem, but I've never had any like tooth issue or discomfort, nothing.
Oh, it's the worst.
And I've got a little something going on, and I'm hoping it's not a serious thing, and I don't think it is, but...
Which tooth?
It's like
a molar in the back?
It's like a molar in the back, like in the middle, I'd say.
Okay.
But I'm very sensitive to hot and cold.
Yikes.
Is that a cavity?
It might be.
Please don't say it's a root canal. I can't do it.
No, it doesn't mean it's a root. A root canal is constant pain.
Not constant pain.
Yeah.
100% knowing the constant pain.
You may just have a cavity or something stuck in there.
That's what I was going to say. Whenever I feel that sensitivity to cold water, mostly cold water, I dig a little deeper with the floss, and I'm telling you right now, you will get something pop out of that tooth.
It has been both hot and cold.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be a cavity, unfortunately. But
if it comes down to the right temperature, it's nothing.
Yeah. I remember I was having... I have it every so often. I grind my teeth, so that's not helping at all. But I have a pain every so often. But one time I went to the dentist and she was cleaning my teeth right where it hurts. So it was just killing me. She goes, I found what's hurting you. She pulled out a sliver of a chicken bone.
What?
A bone?
Yes. Literally, it was jammed up into my gums, like in my head. And it was causing pain. And it was like a splinter of a chicken bone.
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, that's what it is. Oh. So, hey, maybe you just got something shoved up in there and
splinter.
it hurts.
That's crazy.
It was so crazy. But I have a feeling it's just a cavity.
My wife one time, for some reason, her saliva glands
That's hot.
were blocked for some weird reason.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. But her medicine, like her prescription was for Sour Patch Kids. She had to get Sour Patch Kids and eat them.
What?
And that was what she had to do.
That sounds like a load of baloney.
So I'm hoping it's just a Sour Patch Kid problem.
That's what this is all about. He just wants to have some
Sour
candy.
Patch Kids.
Fun.
Michael and Maddie.